Alright, so today I'm here to show you how to create a budget request with AUP's new Campus Lab system. Now originally we had the old-fashioned way where you could do it through the AUP website, but we've switched it over to Campus Labs, which is going to be more than budgeting. It's going to be about events and clubs and activities, and it should make student life much easier, but today I'm just going to show you how to create the new request. Right, so to get started, you have to go to this URL, which is aup.campuslabs.com/budgeting. And if you're already logged into Campus Labs, it's going to take you straight to this page. And if you're not, it's going to have you log in, and your login information is the same information that you've used for any other AUP portal, so A94672, and then your password. And if you've put this little budgeting part incorrectly, it should take you to a page that looks just like this, but it won't have these two boxes. So what you're going to do is you're going to click My Budget Request. So this page is going to look different depending on how involved you are in the university. So if you're a member of a club, or for example, you're a student advisor, you're going to see these two separate tabs. The rest of you should only see the My Request tab. So when you're creating your budget request, it's really important to make sure that you're choosing the correct tab. So organization request is going to be anything having to do with a club, and My Request is going to be for anything that's outside of a club if you're doing a separate event or anything like that. But for the purpose of this example, I'm going to do a fake budget request under My Request because that will pertain to everybody. So then this will come up and you just hit create request. Then you have another choice to make. So you're going to see these three separate budgets, and if you're familiar with the way that SGA works, you'll notice that the club's budget is missing, and that's because you can only access the club's budget if you're doing the event through that organization request tab. And if you're not familiar with SGA and the way that the budget works, this might look a little confusing to you, but don't worry. All of the descriptions for the budgets are located here. Please read them carefully so you know the correct budget to choose from. And most of you, unless you're an executive member of SGA or a student senator, are going to choose the SGA Activities and Social budget. So you just click here. And today I'm going to do a fake budget for you guys. So we'll just do, for example, let's have a speaking event. So for this description, I've been pretty brief, and that's just for the sake of this example, but please be as descriptive as possible because it's really important for the ACC, which is the Activities and Clubs Committee who controls the budget. It's important that they know where the money is going, what event you're trying to plan. They need to get the best idea possible of what you're trying to do. And in order to help them do that, you'll also answer these questions just so they can get a better idea of everything that's going on. So I'm just going to fill this in to get through the page, and this is also very important. So after you submit this request, it will go to the ACC. They'll receive an email notifying them that you've submitted something. After that, they'll call you to set up a meeting, and you'll go over the budget. You'll make sure that everything is clear and that your budget is in the best shape before it goes in front of Senate. Then the Wednesday after you meet with the ACC, during period 3, your budget will go in front of the Student Senate and they'll vote on it, and you can see whether or not it's been approved. You are encouraged to come to the Senate meeting, and anybody is welcome. So this is where you get to the really nitty-gritty details of the budget. So you can see up here, it's going to calculate all of your totals. So for a fake speaking event, let's say that we need pizzas, we need sodas, and then let's say we're helping our speaker out and we're going to fund part of their stay in Paris. So for the stay in Paris, we have all these different options, yet we don't have one for speaker fees, so we'll put that in the other column. So this you don't have to worry about normally unless it's for refreshments. So let's add speaker fee. And then we'll say 2 nights. And so let's say for 2 nights, it costs 100 euros. So you'll see that does the math for you, which is really nice. And then you'll see it pops up here. So this is going to be the overall tally. So then let's add refreshments. So you go to refreshments. For pizzas, we're going to add it as a food. And for this, you don't really need to put a description. It's pretty self-explanatory. So let's say we're doing 15 pizzas for $7. And then you can see it's added up here. So if I add drinks, I have to add another item. So for refreshments, you have to be specific. You can't just say food. And also, if you want, there's an option for Amex catering. You can put that in the request, but that does not mean that Amex is automatically going to cater your event. It just means that it's an option and you have to get in touch with Amex yourself or contact the ACC and they can do it for you. So let's just add 6 bottles of soda at €2 each, right? So now we've got our total budget request. And after that, this is the most important part, make sure you actually submit your budget. And so that's going to take you back to the home page. And from there, you can look at all your requests. Please ignore my long list. This is just from testing the system. So this is the request I just submitted. And you can see all the details on it. And you can see its status. So this is really important here, this request history. And so now I'm going to show you really quickly just what it looks like when your budget's moved. So this is the ACC perspective. And so I'm going to forward this to the next step. So this is as if in our fake situation that ACC had approved your budget. And then I'm going to refresh this page. And as you can see, the budget has been moved. So everything's updated here. If they want to amend it or have you change anything, you'll also see all of that here. And so that's how to make and submit a request. Good luck, and if you have any questions, please contact the ACC. Thank you.